Hey everybody, what's up? It's GleeCon and we're back once again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. We're going to continue our vanilla quest playthrough today. We did all of Elwynn Forest and the Stormwind quests, as well as the Deep Run Tram. And we're going to continue now by switching over to our Horde side. So stay a while and listen as we take GleeCon, our Horde Orc. She missed out on their New Year's Eve quest. That music is intense now. I feel like some suspense is happening. Now we are here in the Valley of... No, we're in Orgrimmar. There are very few actual remaining Durotar quests. So unlike what happened with... Old Gleevenger, our paladin, where we had a lot of tons of quests that we could complete. Almost the entirety of Elwynn Forest stayed the same. Contrary to that, almost nothing in Durotar stayed the same. So we have... Last time I lived from this fall. Ooh, I did too this time. Barely. Now, one thing that's slightly different is we are going to make GleeCon here. She's going to be our de facto, like, all things taken in a vacuum. She'll be the person that we use for, like, anything that, any of my achievements, anything that can be taken and done by anyone. So, like, my cooking, fishing, archaeology, stuff like that. It's going to be her. I have a soft spot in my heart for rogues, and I have never... given a lot of love or attention to orcs. I think I have made one serious orc character ever. I want to say it was like a Beastmaster Hunter, which I don't really love. Ironically, we're probably going to have time to start another path today, and it will be a Hunter. That I might end up making a Beastmaster Hunter. Alright, we have to go out here. There's only... a few quests here. So the only quests are the breadcrumb to Orgrimmar and back to get the Razor Hill, this Razor Hill little quest line thing. Like meets to Orgrimmar and everything. I guess that still exists. So it begins with meets to Orgrimmar. That's in Razor Hill. The only other quest is there is securing the lines and winds in the desert. Those are the other two. Winds in the desert is that goblin quest. Is securing the lines the other goblin quest. So these are the two neutral. Yeah, destroy. So the two neutral goblin quests still exist. Wait, where was he at? I think I forgot to pick that up. Yeah, at the top. So we'll do those two first. And then we'll go back to Orgrimmar. So right up here, winds in the desert and securing the lines. Which are... Now they are Horde specific. So they are no longer Alliance quests. That must be a change. So we're going to do the two iconic Kill the Harpies for the Goblin. And then we're going to go back and forth from Razor Hill to Orgrimmar. And that's it. That's going to be our life journey right now. This guy's name is Love Fishing. He is a Beastmaster Hunter. And he is fond of fishing. Level 15, riding his dragon. So this is an alt. He's making a fishing alt like me. He's a troll. Okay, little goblin. Oh, look how different the goblins look now. They definitely got a big character upgrade. He's even got a little 5 o'clock shadow. Rezlak from the Tinkers Union. We're now neutral with Ratchet. Oh, we can pick up both quests right off the bat. Instead of it being a chain. Try to ignore the firm, feathery behinds of the harpies. The creatures are really quite deadly.
Have a good one.
I am Rezlak, one of Gazlo's boys. Boss sent me to help the orcs here in Durotar. Things have been going good, except for the caravans. Can't manage to keep them safe, makes my job a little harder, you know. The last shipment which they promised would get through was snatched by the Dustwind Harpies of... Where was it? Razorwind Canyon? I gotta have those supplies. Follow the big canyon to the south. You'll find the ravine cut right in the west and east sides of the walls.
Be good.
And securing the lines.
Keep it real.
Gazlo told me once, Rezlak, there's one thing you need to know in life, and that's if you want something done well, do it yourself. Can't deal with losing all that caravan, so I'm Just gonna take matters into my own hands. Harpies plague our supply routes. If we kill the harpies, the caravans are safe. Of course, there was one other thing that Gazlo taught me, and that's you can get anything done for a price. Yen Gleekon? Good. I recommend you start in the canyon to the east. Now, these, I think the dialogue is a little different there. It's not quite what it used to be. And we've got our girl without shoes. I forgot I took shoes off our girl to buy our plane ticket. So we are shoeless Joe Jackson over here. Now we will also look at. Now what is she gonna be? Oh, I gotta turn.
Adventurers, we shall depart for the Dragon Isles shortly.
Okay. Now we do have to. I have to think of what job I want her to have. Okay. Well, she's not going to be blacksmithing because that's going to go to my orc warrior that we make. Okay, so cool. This might level us up just this one. No, we're gonna have to maybe fight one more. So scratch that. It's not gonna be my alchemist. Although, actually, who is gonna be my alchemist herbalist? Let's see, because I think. Alright, so now we have Eviscerate, so we have a combo spender to spend all these combo points on. Nice, I like how she kind of stabbed as she got kicked back. Now I could make her an engineering blacksmith, just because that's a fun profession. I mean, an engineering miner. That's fun. She's not gonna be my tailor enchanter or my alchemist. I don't care about that either. Tailor enchanter, I think I might make that my warlock because then I can work on that gold whatever. Either that or the alchemist. Oh, we got a belt. It's the same as we currently have. Just has slightly better durability. So I'm putting it on. Oh, good. Give us some points. So this also, yeah, it's definitely different. We just need to kill any kind of harpy now. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's almost like a debuff or something. Even though it says they're over here, we can clearly keep killing them right here. Alright, so skinning, leatherworking would be an option, I guess. If we really wanted to. Or engineering. Those are my two options. So what else do I have? If I want to take skinning, leatherworking, let's see. The blacksmithing's off the table with my work. Okay, scrap that guy. Alright, my troll is going to be a troll priest. Alright, so that will be, between my warlock and my priest, that's going to take up my alchemy and my enchanting. So that's going to leave my Tauren shaman to be a Tauren shaman skinning leatherworker, just like we had on retail. Or, which, I mean, that's what we're doing with our paladin. So there's that parallel. Kind of see how it feels. All right, we'll make her a engineer. I just like engineering as a class. It's pretty fun. I think my original, like, OG... I don't know how to get into this cave over here. And where the rest of these harpies are at. I think I should probably go through that cave at the very end. We did hit level 2. Hooray. Alright, so we can make her an engineer. It's just a fun class, and if I'm going to make a true completionist, there's a lot of fun engineering style. I mean, really, we need like a goblin engineer, and we actually need 2 engineers. Because we need to pick a goblin engineer, and we need to pick a gnomish engineer in the classic, because there's some things that come up even later on in like Burning Crusade that are tied into which one you picked. So I need to, on my other thing, on Alliance, I need to throw something else to the side. I can't throw, we already have a blacksmith, I can't throw away alchemy. So I could throw away tailoring and engineering, maybe, I mean enchanting. We gotta see. Or else I'm gonna have somebody stuck going back and leveling up. I could take skinning and leatherworking off. I technically already have someone that's a master skinner and leatherworker on every single, that's my old main
Hey,
twinkle.
how you doing?
Alright, Winds in the Desert.
Have a good one.
I'm great at what I do, don't get me wrong, but this is ridiculous. What am I supposed to do, build sandcastles?
Keep it real.
Hey, now isn't that just the thing? You got our supplies back for us, that's great. I'll be able to get back to work just as soon as I can find someone to haul these sacks for me.
Be good.
Great. Okay, so... Oh, we got a gun, too. Oh, there's no offhand weapon slots anymore. Oh. Interesting. Alright, so Winds in the Desert now is completed. We can now have... our spreadsheet, and we don't have that color yet. And securing the lines. I think I can breathe easy now, knowing that the Hoppies won't be bothering on supply caravans anymore, and not one moment too soon either. I hear I'm being sent some fun little toys with the next shipment. You're pretty good at what you do, Gleekon. You ought to track down my boss and Ratchet. I bet he can find some work for you. Oh, and don't worry, I wouldn't forget to pay you for the service you provided me. Alright, so that sword, these are both 0.6 DPS. These are both 0.6 DPS. I see, that says for Outlaw. I don't think I'm going to go that route. Sells more. I have 2 Worn Dirks. Guess I'll take it.
Have a good
Because it
one.
sells more. Oh, boom. Just like that level 3. We gained Cheap Shot and Stealth. Cheap Shot requires stealth, so that got added now to my stealth thing. When I'm in stealth, I can stun, and it gives me a combo point. And look, it looks like stealth gives you full like full movement speed now. You're not slowed down, so that's pretty great. All right, that was securing the lines. And that's really the only... We have to be level 5 to even get our jobs, so... Alright, so... So if I did a light change... let's look over at quests. So we're going to start with Meets to Orgrimmar, which is started by Zarg. No, it's started by Grimtack. So we need Grimtack, Meets to Orgrimmar. Let's look at the jobs. So if we go first, there is that one alchemy that's Alliance. So we need to have an alliance. That's cool. He's got a... okay, cool. So alchemy is there. Blacksmithing, we know we need that on both. Okay, and I have a plan for that, so that's fine. Cooking, doesn't really matter, but we definitely need a horde cook. It'll be her. I mean, everybody can work on it a little bit. Scanning. Fishing, yes, but that's okay. It'll be her. She'll be my main fisherman. Do I need more than one fishing? I don't see... I do see There is a Horde and Alliance version, so we will need both a Horde and Alliance fisherman. Great. I don't know which one I'm going to make my Alliance fisherman.
Blood and thunder.
Alright, here... Oh, we have 11 we can repair. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we need the light feathers for anything. We might need those linens eventually for engineering if we go that route. Although, again, gotta be level 5. Okay, so we're going over to the flight path. We need a guy named Gartak. Nope, actually, Gartak should be over here. See the innkeeper? Let's check it out. Oh, Grimtak, the butcher. There he is. Cool.
Strength and
Okay.
honor.
Oh, we could buy some goods if we wanted to, but he doesn't have anything good.
To victory.
Meats to Orgrimmar. How may I help you? I have some choice cuts of meat that I want to send to a friend. Her name is Grishka, the innkeeper in Orgrimmar. Will you deliver the meat for me? The fastest way to Orgrimmar is on a wind rider. Take the meats to the Razor Hill wind rider Burrock and speak with him about transport to Orgrimmar. Okay, cool. So this is the little four part, because Durotar is still a lot bigger. So using your quests, using your flight paths is much more important. Alright, here's meats to Orgrimmar.
Moragh.
Where would you like to fly?
Be safe.
You need to get somewhere fast, then you're talking to the right
Go
orc.
forth to victory.
You have to get this meat to Orgrimmar. That is no problem. For a small fee, my wind rider can take you there.
Strength.
Alright, great for me. So we've now gained meats to Orgrimmar. Meats to Orgrimmar. Yes, and this is a classic quest. For just a few coins, I will have a wind rider bring you to Orgrimmar. When you get there, you can take Grimtak's meats to Grishka. Her inn is in the Valley of Strength. Speak with me again when you're ready for the journey.
For the Horde.
Okay, and then we'll just fly to Orgrimmar. And this is called Ride to Orgrimmar. It's actually free, so they could change that if they wanted to change the text on that. Alright, so good to know we're going to have to level up a fishing for both. There is a leather working, so we will need an alliance leather worker. Okay. Also good to know. Some of these are probably fake, like the mages. We're going to have to go back and see. So we need alliance alchemist, we need alliance blacksmith, and we need alliance leather worker. All of that is guaranteed. Also, oh yeah, if you look at rogue, we can look at these quests. These may or may not actually exist. We'll look at this snatch and grab. That might be one we can knock out of the way. First one. Are we already there? Okay, tailoring. There's one called Sacred Cloth. That's not an issue, but I think we skipped the one that's first aid. Because first aid is going to be technically... Yeah, there's a 3 first aid. They're Alliance and Horde. And I was not able to determine, or 4 I mean, I wasn't able to determine, are they really tailoring quests now? I was not able to see... So we will need a tailor on both Alliance and Horde. So, unfortunately, that is showing me that engineering is the Alliance quest type that I'll have to quit, and only for all the things will I have to eventually go back and figure that out, which is a big fat bummer. Alright, now as far as that Horde quest goes... Oh, let's set this as our Hearthstone, too. If we are to make these new lands ours, then we must have places to rest our battle-weary bodies. Lay your axe by the fire and share the stories of your mighty battles. Binding my Hearthstone to this inn.
Glory to the whole.
Ride to Orgrimmar. Something smells good. You don't have raw meat on you, do you? I do have Grimtack's meats.
Farewell.
Oh, wonderful. Those are fine cuts. These are from Grimtack, are they? That orc sure knows his way into a lady's heart. Oh, I can't wait to cook it. But not too much. Meat is best served rare, don't you think?
Be safe.
Alright, so ride... What's it called? Ride to Orgrimmar is done. Cool. I think now we have to go back. Orgrimmar. Doras the Wind Rider Master. I've written a letter of thanks to Grimtack. Will you deliver it for me? If you've already been to Razor Hill and spoken with their Wind Rider Master, then you can fly a Wind Rider back there. Take my letter to Doras, the Wind Rider Master of Orgrimmar, and speak with him about transport to Razor Hill. I think that, flight paths are faster now, too. Fuzzy Muzzle. That guy's name. Alright, so Doras, the Wind Rider Master, will be our next quest. We'll go back up. Fly to him. And then we will look up a couple things. We'll look up that road quest. See how that goes. And then we'll also take a peek at the Orgrimmar quests before we shift focus onto our next starting zone character, which is going to be our dwarf. Now, Moragh and Coldridge Valley do have some of the OG quests still available, so will we be able to complete them all? I don't know. Alright, so here's Doras the Wind Rider Master. Oh, I don't have her letter. Let's read it. Dear Grimtack, the steaks you sent are fine, well marbled, thickly sliced and packed in boar fat. They're just how I like them. When I eat them later, I will think of you as I gnaw on the last bits of bone and gristle. I will close my eyes and see your strong, scarred hands chopping and cutting. Ha, that reminds me of when you had your accident and lost a finger. Oh, Grimtack, thinking of that day makes me giggle like a little girl. You're so cute when you're bleeding, Grishka. I think that's the same dialogue. I think this hasn't changed. Do you need one of my Wind Riders? You have to get this to Razor Hill and Durotar. Yes, I can get you there. Okay, so Doras the Wind Rider Master completed. Doras the Wind Rider Master. So the cool thing is, though, none of these are falsely tagged. All of the ones listed as Durotar are really available. Return to Razor Hill. My Wind Riders are trained to fly to many different places as long as you've already been to that place and spoken with the Wind Rider Master there. You've been to Razor Hill and spoken to their Wind Rider Master Boar, so now you can fly directly to him from here. Once you're in Razor Hill, you can deliver Grishka's letter to Grimtack. Speak with me when you're ready to go. Take me back to Razor Hill, buddy. Alright, so looking at we have rogue quests and Orgrimmar quests that I wanted to check out right now. Okay, so for Orgrimmar, there are 4 quests. There's the Dark Moon Fair, which we already talked about before, so I'm going to add that on my TBD. So we have the Dark Moon Fair, which we will do during Dark Moon Fair. The Dark Moon Fair. Perfect. Okay. What else do we have? 3 others. The Lord of Blackrock, 1 and 2. And The Journey Has Just Begun. The Journey Has Just Begun is the... Yeah, so we have these right here. The exact same 3 are all still available. I actually should have done it like this. And then the only thing that will be different is we change the color. So they have the same basic 4 quests that the Alliance has. So there's not any Orgrimmar, unlike Alliance, which has a couple OG quests, there are no OG Orgrimmar quests. What about Rogue? Okay, so there is a Snatch and Grab, which is supposedly still exists as a alliance rogue. Is that real? An easy quest to do. First, get it at the road trainer at level 10. Best to pickpocket. This one says, I would assume it's no longer available. It was removed. This cannot be done. Gotcha. Okay, so Snatch and Grab is no longer really available. So we will add rogue quests right now. The color I use for rogues is the same as, I'll make it a little bit of a more bronzy color. Okay, so this one is not available. And so this is called Snatch and Grab. So we're going to gray that one out because you can't do it anymore, but let's read about it. So Snatch and Grab, I guess you would pick it up there. You would find the Dockmaster. This is one of the ways you could get that old Blade of Cunning. 283 agility. Our operatives in the field are reporting heavy bandit activity south of Goldshire. The reports indicate that bandits have taken over Gerard's Landing and are now using it as a way to smuggle large quantities of contraband from Redridge to Westfall. I need you to infiltrate the dockhouse and get me that shipping schedule. You'll probably find it buried deep in the pockets of the Dockmaster. And, should you be discovered, SI7 will disavow all knowledge of your existence. Your mortality wanes with every moment you waste loitering in the barracks, rogue. I'm astonished. Astonished that Karen finally found a recruit that could possibly have the makings of a proper rogue. Take this blade. A day will come when you will be called upon again to serve the SI7. Hone your skills. Keep your eyes open and that blade sharp. You won't see us coming, but you'll feel it when we get there. We've done that one, or at least read that one on Classic. Not available anymore, I suppose. I mean, all of the Paladin ones are not available, so I think a lot of these are just trash. So if you look at level 10, there's one called Syndicate Emblems we can check out. This quest is only for rogues. No longer seems to exist. Okay. No longer available. The Manor Ravenholt is no longer available. I see. So I guess this is an example of one of those quests that if you had the prereq, it would maybe exist. So Syndicate Emblems has been taken out of the game. So we're going to take that one out. Syndicate Emblems. It says, we have been entrenched in a battle with the Syndicate for years. What they lack in skill, they make up for in numbers. It's impossible to kill them off fast enough to have any noticeable impact on their population. We found that the best way to deal with their size is to pilfer their emblems. Once an emblem is stolen, the shamed member is dealt with internally. Pick their pockets clean and turn the emblems into me or one of the other guards. Start at Durnhold, south of here. Hey, nice work. Keep this up and other rogues might stop spitting on you. So, Syndicate Emblems, probably like the Paladin. These are not actually available. I'm spelling Syndicate wrong. Okay, cool. That's fine. They said they removed class-specific quests. That's not true, but I guess they removed the classic ones. And the other only one is called Dagger of Veiled... No, that's Runes of Encourage. It's called Junk Boxes Needed. This is an Alterac Valley. When you're doing this quest... With the introduction of guild perks. This quest is the only way to reach Exalted with Ravenholt. Farad no longer gives you, but fret not, there's a new guy in town who will offer you the quest. Okay, so as of 2011, this one says there is a new guy. So this one is potentially still available. If you wanted to, I'm looking for the daggers no longer. So as of patch 504, so we're looking at Missa Pandaria was still gotcha. They're just telling, don't forget, this is just rep grinding. How to grind. Yeah. So this is still real. Everything that I'm reading indicates that it's real. We just can't do it yet. So eventually we will do junk boxes needed. I think that's going to have us get reputation. We'll be using her to do it. And it will give us reputation with what? Ravenholt? Is that what they said? Yeah. So the Syndicate will be bad. Ravenholt will be good. Okay. Fine. Interesting. All right, so that's all we have to check out for her, but we can't do that one yet because apparently it requires level 20. Junk boxes needed. So we're going to save that one for when we're level 20 on this character, and we might be spending some time farming those junk boxes at a higher level.
What are you looking for? Strength.
Have you returned from Orgrimmar? Did Grishka like the meat I sent her?
For the Horde.
Ah, I guess she liked it. Nothing brings red to a lady's cheeks like a big, juicy steak. Thank you, Gleekon. You've done me a great service. Here's some money for your trouble, and don't be surprised if I invite you to my wedding.
Okay, we hit level 4. Look at rogues. Poor rogues. Because we gained 2 moves at level 3, they give you nothing at level 4. That's trash. And that is it for that's it for the start of our rogue, because the next thing we'd have to do is go over to the Barrens, I guess, and start exploring in that area. So we're gonna just log right here out at the inn. She's not level 5, so we can't do jobs, so her time is temporarily done. Now we are going to move over and start looking at the next class, which is Coldridge Valley into Moragh into Ironforge. So let's see. Boom, boom. Okay, so there are 3 Coldridge Valley quests available as we create a new character, a dwarf. Wow, that is really handsome. Okay, so before we had a male... So we're going to be switching our gender for all of them. So before we had a male dwarf hunter. We're going to still go hunter. I like that, but we're going to make her a female this time. Oh. I don't love that look. So let's go ahead and customize her. No, she's gonna have, okay, a little pinkish. Okay, 5 is okay with the freckles. That's okay too, but she kind of looks scared. I don't like that one. Alright, we'll go with that one. Sassy buns? No, I hate it. Yeah, we want to make her... Okay, braids, I can do that. Side buns? Maybe we need to have like a skew. No, not for this class. No. I like some of these, but not for this class. No, that's hideous. Okay, that one's okay. No. Let me look at this gathered one. No. No. Okay. Short braids, braided tails. Okay. Kind of cool too. Single braided tail. Not bad either. Alright, this is the short braids. Look at braided tails. Kind of like it. A single braided tail. Kind of cool too. No. No. That's cool. I want the single braided tail. Yeah. Alright, hair color I actually think is kind of good. Kind of goes... She's going to be part of the Nessingwary family. Alright, kind of like that color. Eye color? Whoa, look at that. I think it's because they can have that dark iron style. Oh, that green... I kind of like this lighter olive green. Let's check some others. Whoa. Yeah, I'm going to keep it what I got here. Eyesight, yes, in both eyes. Earring... Hoops. Okay. I definitely don't like this one. Whoa. I mean, it's actually kind of cool. That's kind of cool too. Just one feather behind her ear. That's actually kind of neat. Let me look at this wings from a different angle. Why does she have wings just sticking out of the side of her head? Is that supposed to make her like a wild hammer? Just both hoops. Okay, fine. Piercings. Nostril. Eyebrow. Septum. Nah, I'm good. Alright, let's see. Highlands. She could have some tattoos. Ironforge. Okay. Airy Peaks. Highland style. Thunder. Griffin. These are all like Wildhammer style. Hinterlands. Sky. I'm gonna go Ironforge style. She's gonna be an Ironforge. What do I want her tattoo colors to be? Oops. Blue? Green to match the eyes? Yeah, let's go with that. And what is her name gonna be? How about... I want to see what Gleesingwary looks like. Kind of looks silly. But I don't care. I can't overthink it too much, or you can spend so long on making these characters. All right, let's dive into being a dwarf now. She's the female revived version of our old hunter that we did on her before we rebooted.
Change has come to the enduring halls of Ironforge. Obsessed with the workings of the Titans, the dwarves retrieved their creator's mystical tablets from the fabled city of Ulduar. Activating one such tablet, King Magni Bronzebeard fell prey to a terrible curse that fused his statue-like form into the diamond heart of Ironforge itself. To compound this tragedy, Magni's estranged daughter Moira arrived, claiming her father's throne for herself and for her infant dark iron son. To avert civil war, the dwarves created the Council of Three Hammers, an uneasy coalition that would share power equally amongst the clans. Now, with political upheaval rising within the kingdom and the great cataclysm ravaging the surrounding lands, the future of Ironforge falls to brave dwarves like you.
Okay, we are a dwarf hunter. Iconic. We are going to be a ranged attacker, I suppose. Actually, I don't know. Because I don't want to be marksman on her. In between being Beastmaster, which I find is one of the most boring, for me, it's one of the most boring specs in the game, or Survival. Which one goes more with a Nesting Wary? Survival is kind of cool, but I think Survival's used like stabs more? Staves? So I guess I'm going to probably go Beastmaster and just get it out of the way. So Beastmaster is technically ranged, I guess. Class, I like that. Medium. Okay. Alright, Homegirl is done being created. We're not going to do all of Cold Ridge Valley. We're just going to do some. I like that she starts with a gun. Okay, so all we start with is a steady shot. It's usable while moving. Cool. Troggs are on the alert here. We open up our inventory for the general. What else do we have? Of course, we have Recuperate, so we can eat. Stoneform is our racial. It removes all bad stuff. And gives you defense. That's a pretty great racial, actually. I do not care about warbands. What does that even mean? Everywhere else, yeah. Reveals maps of regions. Yeah, no, I don't care. Frost resistance as a passive. Archaeology bonus. Crit and healing increased. Okay. Alright, that's all we really need to get started with her. Let's look at the Cold Ridge Valley quests that are actually still available. So, a Refugee's Quandary. See where that goes from. It is not the first one. We also have the Troll Menace and Ice and Fire. So, of those, looks like the Troll Menace is the first one. It requires Whitebeard Niji. So, it might not actually be available. What was the other one? The Troll Menace, Refugee's Quandary, Ice and Fire. I can see Troll Menace, Ice and Fire. Where's the Refugee's Quandary is before that. Alright, so we're going to see if he will just give me this quest, a Troll Menace, down there. And if not, we're going to have to skip that one. Okay, out we go into the world. I'm going to go to Whitebeard's encampment. It may or may not screw us over. Look, you can catch a snow cub. Cool. Look at that big old rock jaw. That's neat. They look a lot cooler now. Alright, but it's possible that she's not going to be able to actually get started on the Cold Ridge quests. Kind of like with our North Shore Abbey, the chain is different now. This is Whitebeard's encampment. So this quest technically is started by Grelin Whitebeard. That's this guy.
Well met.
So he won't let us begin the quest. Okay, so this next one is Cold Ridge Valley TBD. We can't do this one yet. So Cold Ridge Valley. If we actually look at the beginning of the chain, hold the line, that is added in 4.03. So that's not until Cataclysm when we come out that we can actually go back and do that. Okay? So what's the next one? Refugee's Quandary. Felix Windleholt, probably the same thing. Yeah, this guy.
My, you're a tall one.
Okay, same thing. So we're Refugee's Quandary. We cannot add a Refugee's Quandary. Okay, so that's kicked off to us. And then the only other one, which is called Ice and Fire, same thing. Grelin Whitebeard, not going to be available. All right, so those, while they say they are available. They're not, and they actually are. They're gated behind Cataclysm quests, so we can't actually do them. Okay, so that means we're leaving this, and we're now going to go into Moragh. We're skipping this just like we did with Elwyn. So we've covered the Coldridge Valley quest as good as we could for now. And now we're going to go out into Moragh, not Elwyn. Okay, Moragh does have a collection of quests that are supposedly available. So cool. All right, so we will look at beer-basted boar ribs. That is the start of the Moragh storyline. I love it. It is supposedly available from Karanos, Ragnar, Thunderbrew. All right, so she is going to be, I guess, our Skinner. Engineering seems to be the only one that doesn't have any quests, as I recall. So, because of tailoring and us needing to take that actually to a certain high level, it would appear that we are stuck. And we will have to later on come back and oh, look, there's bad guys. Oh, can I still shoot? Oh, so now there's no... Oh, I forgot to do this. There's no need to, I guess you can still shoot up close, unlike in the past. So now we would still keep using our ranged weapon, which is fine. Get a little bit of XP. Oh, I forgot also... Can you be moving and shooting? Yeah, now you can move and shoot. Oh, yeah. I gotta get used to this new way to play. Look how far away I can shoot this to. I wonder, is it... Yeah, so kiting is different now. Cool. I'm just gonna fight my way through the valley without doing quests. Why not? Love it. And she did not even have to sell her shoes yet. It's actually pretty cool. And no ammo also? Oh my gosh, what kind of world are we living in? They definitely made being a ranged user far more friendly. Maybe trying to make it more like modern shooting style games. I don't know. I don't play shooting games, so look how far away the range is too. Like, this is just... I mean, I guess it's a little... It's definitely more forgiving. Awesome. We shot our way through there. I don't know that you even have to do that anymore. I think you could take that little helicopter out. You actually do the quest line now. Now, the downside is all of the gear we would get from these starting zones is fully... gonna be useless to us when we go back there and actually do those quests later. Alright, so we're gonna do... I don't think I saw any hunter quests at all on the list. There is probably some Ironforge quests if we actually were to go through. So this will most likely be what we spend the majority of today on. Finishing up this, since there are some actual quests in the area. The next time we play, we'll go ahead and start the Tauren. If we need to. I think there are some Mulgore quests we'll have to do. And then we're just, then we'll kind of go down through the list and see. We're just going to go zone by zone and see what's available. Not every zone's going to get touched at this point in time. So for instance, when we were on our human, there is a little bit of Westfall quest we have to go do. For this guy, we would go take a peek at Loch Modan quest, see if there's any of those left. That maybe is, maybe isn't. We'll look at the Barrens and see what kind of quests are available for Barrens. We will look at Darkshore, see after we get out of Teldrassil what's available at Darkshore. After we do Tristful Glades, we'll see is there anything left in Silverpine Forest. So we'll kind of go in that path, and then we'll sort of take it from there. Just keep on checking. Alright.
You got my attention.
So, we don't even have to check that. I guess we're all good on the warband here. That little bug. Alright, so we don't need any tradesmen or anything like that because we're only level 1. But we do need beer-basted boar ribs from this guy.
No.
Nothing my tavern patrons enjoy more than some beer-basted boar ribs. Only problem is the local trapper who used to bring me supplies enlisted in the King's army to help with the war on the Alliance front. Maybe you could help me out. You bring me some boar ribs and the Rhapsody malt from the tavern here. I'll give you the family recipe for my famous beer-basted boar ribs, not to mention a free sample. Be good. The secrets in the malt.
Alright, so the next on the list is called the Perfect Stout. That is also a pickup. That is from Rejold Barley Brew. So he should maybe be around here too. It's Captain something or other. I don't see him. He might be like in the inn. Nope, there he is right there.
Here there.
The Perfect Stout.
I'm on a quest to make the perfect stout. I know I can do it. Brewing's in my blood. I just need to find the right recipe. The Frostmane trolls know grow a plant, Shimmerweed, up on Shimmer Ridge to the northwest. They use it in their strange tribal rituals. I haven't found much use for it, but it has a unique taste, and I want to experiment with it in my brews. Obtaining the Shimmerweed will be dangerous, but I'll pay well for any you can borrow. I'll pay well for any you can borrow from the baskets in the troll village. Cool. Second one. Alright, the third one is called Frostmane Aggression. Let me cover that. Frostmane Aggression. Okay, so that one is not... That one doesn't exist anymore. Then Pilfered Supplies. No. Then Culling the Wendigos. No. Then Forced to Watch from Afar. Yes. Okay, so we'll skip to that one and see. That one is picked up from Pilot, Stone Gear. Now, can we actually pick it up? There's Captain Thurden. See, he doesn't actually give me that quest. So it is, or Captain Thurden, this guy. Let's see if we can pick it up. No, so it's part of a chain. Okay, so we'll do the two that we just picked up. We'll start with that. We'll get the Shimmerweed and the Boar, but some of these are going to, I guess, be blocked off. Like that Forced to Watch from Afar seems to be part of the war, the killing, and that might be actually gated behind all those previous ones. Unfortunately. Alright, so we need Boar stuff, and we need the Shimmerweed. And then we can buy a little bit of beer at the end. Kittens, this is a pretty devoid, like a barren starting zone. Is that's the entrance now into Nomerigon?
Bound for Carnos. That's, I guess... I don't even know what that means. We have not done it. Alright, so... Oh. She's throwing a snowball at me. Ow. Alright, we have hit level 2. Ow. Okay. So what does that give us? It's just a quick shot. 17 damage. Why would we ever want to use... Oh, because it generates focus. And that costs focus.
I don't have a target.
I see. So that's a generator versus a coster. So we would want to use these. Nope. Dang it. We want to use those as much as we can. And then if I'm out of focus, we just then we start generating. It's a little different now that we don't use mana. Love it. Okay. And it looks like we can get some from their bodies too. The music is really almost like I'm on a Disney ride. Alright, so we quickly killed some frost trolls, which we read about. Well, no, we haven't read quite about the frost trolls, but that's actually one of our upcoming episodes. It's going to be reading about these trolls. But yeah, I definitely feel like I'm in like Frontierland or something like that at Disney. We're going to go now look for boars. For some tender boar ribs. Cool on us. Now yeah, so if we do end up creating a gnome, I am a little bit scared because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out of Moragh without killing it. Where the heck are all the boars? What the... What kind of world... What world even is this? Steel Grills Depot? Like, it says it's in this whole area, and yet I see none. I just do not... I have a strong bias. I just don't like hunters. I don't know why. None of the specs feel particularly engaging to me. I have one of each on already maxed out at like, well, not maxed out anymore, but level 60 or 70, at least 60. I have a level, I mean, I have a marksman, I have a beastmaster, and I have a survival. I have one of each. And of those three, I guess survival is the coolest. I mean, not survival. Marksman was the most fun for me. Survival is okay. I didn't like hate it, but I just don't like Beastmaster. I don't know why. And maybe things have changed now. Seems like they're doing some to make... I mean, it used to be that they were just the most OP class. They grew on me some in Anniversary when I was playing that for a little while. But now, then once they took out all of the... Because it had such a high... I wouldn't call it a skill ceiling. I would call it like a knowledge ceiling. If you knew how to play that class, tons of research, it was... Which, that actually is right up my alley. Alright, so we gotta go buy some beer. And then we'll go turn in these 2 quests. And we might be already cooked, this being the end of our storyline here. Okay, so we need to buy Rhapsody Malt from this guy.
Well met.
We can buy a bed. For only 760 gold. Alright, so first let's turn in our boar ribs.
What can I do for
I'm going to need those cragboar ribs and the mug of Rhapsody Malt Gleasing Wary.
safe travel?
The malt is brewed, the bars are dead, and before all is done and anything's said, we'll have to fight for first dibs on these savory, beer-basted boar ribs.
Be good.
Great, and now I can eat these ribs to gain a buff. And once I get 10 cooking, I can learn how to cook them. Beer-basted boar ribs. Okay, so we are back here. And this is going to be Dun Moragh. Wow, I have caps on. Dun Moragh. Cool. Beer basted boar ribs. That one is still doable. And we can also turn in this other one to this weirdo.
Interest you on a pint?
Yeah, I'm not shimmerweed. I almost have a batch of stout ready to brew and I want to try throwing the weed in with this mixture.
Off with you.
Pothead. Great. I can't wait to use these in some of my recipes. This one in particular, I think it'll work great.
Okay, we are now level 3. We gained Wing Clip. This is our melee move. I'll put melee down at the bottom. So we can hit them so that they are slowed down. It's actually useful for kiting as well. And that still kicks us off. We cannot do... He wants us to do Frostbane Aggression. We cannot do it right now. So that one was called the Perfect Stout. Awesome. Okay, so Forced to Watch from Afar. That one we cannot do right now because it is a cataclysm. Forced to Watch from Afar. Okay, next on the list is Operation Recombobulation. That is given by Razzle Spry Sprocket. Okay, so maybe that might be available. Let's check it out. Oh, it's right there, and
Can I help you?
it's part of a chain, so no. So now that one's also not available. Operation Recombobulation. Okay. Pushing forward. Not available. That's not part of it. Help from Steel Grill's Depot. Nope. The Ultra Safe Personnel. No. The View from Down Here. Eliminate the Resistance. No. Strike from Above. It's Raid Night every night. And then Protecting the Herd. Okay, so Strike from Above. No. Okay, but Protecting the Herd, maybe. Let's check that one out. So that's way over there. So perhaps, since that's so far away, that might be, yeah, see, there might be, it's Raid Night every night. These are some other people, but it might also not be available. So Protecting the Herd comes from, by the ranch, a guy named Rudra Amberstill. Possible, though, that it's part of a chain. And we are cooked on this one as well. But maybe not. Maybe she's her own separate little hub thing. The Illuminomicon. This guy's name is Oscar. My name is Oscar. So there's just... I think once we get to other zones, we'll have a greater chance. But they really, as you can see, really stripped a lot of the game and just pulled it off the table. Now for professions, when we start, I think archaeology came out in Wrath of the Lich King. But when we start Burning Crusade, I'm going to make both my people jewel crafters. So when we make a Draenei Shaman and a Blood Elf Paladin, they're both going to be jewel crafters. So it'll open up that for Burning Crusade. We're really just creating a kind of a... like a kit of guys right now. Like a stable, not a kit. A stable of our main heroes from Classic, which would be cool. I think that's the ranch right there. I think we're almost up there. It does not show on the main thing, but unlike Questy, this is actually a lot less reliable. Now, we are going to go into Nomergon with the party at some point, too. But that'll be a little later in our... you have to be level 10 to even open that up. Alright, so we need it. It comes from who? Rudra Ambersill. So we need to find Rudra. There she is, and she will not give us the quest. So protecting the herd is now also gated behind newer quests. Okay. Perfect Stout. Boom, boom. Now what about those blasted Troggs? We're almost at the end here. So those blasted Troggs. Oh, come from Rams on the Lamb and help for the quarry. Okay, so those blasted Troggs comes from Foreman Stonebrow. That's down across the way. So all of the other Ram quest, or whatever they're called, the little farm quests, that's all gated behind a new starting line quest. Those blasted Troggs, though, looks like it's available. So we might be able to actually do a quest here. Cool. I don't know what I'm going to do for people, like for leveling up and fighting on characters not in... like, if I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so this is called those blasted Troggs. It starts with Foreman Stonebrow. Nope. There's a cooking trainer. Nope. There he is. Okay, so we can actually do this quest. This is a real
You got my
area.
attention.
Those light blasted Troggs turning my worksite into a wreck. Look at that. There goes another barrel of powder. Oh, I wish I could go down there and wring every one of their scrawny little necks. I want to kill them all. This can't be good for my health. All this stress, anger. What have they left me with? Nothing. I'd kill them myself, but my aim's no good anymore. You go into the quarry and kill some of the filthy buggers. I'll pay you. Just hurt them. Kill them.
Watch your back.
Cool, so we can actually do that quest, thank goodness. The next one is called the Public Servant. That is also from this area. Come on. That is Senator Mayor Stonebrow. This is the one that would, like, glitch out and would restart every year.
How are you?
Oh, I forgot to put my new boots on. These are level 2 boots. She wears mail. They're purple. Cute. Oh, I don't need the jerky. Chunk of boar meat, yes. I guess I'm going to keep the boar rib, too, because I can use that for the crag boar stuff.
See you soon.
Alright, so... Yeah, can you?
How are you?
Nice.
Off with
Can
you.
you give me a little...
Great to meet you.
The public servant.
As a member of the Senate and the Explorers League, I've taken it upon myself to investigate conditions at the quarry. The Troggs have run wild. They made a mess of the gold below quarry. As we dug deep into the earth, they poured out, destroying our equipment and trapping many of the miners below ground. We have to get them out of there. I've had mages working overtime to enchant these runes of return. If you can get them to the trapped miners, they can return to the surface and
Off with
safely.
you.
So that used to be glitched. It would be, look, it is considered repeatable. It's still tagged as repeatable. And I don't know why, but it is a yearly repeatable quest, and that's neat that it's still tagged in that way. Okay, so the next one is called Priceless Treasures. Then Dealing with the Surge, Entombed in Ice. None of that is part of there. Dark Iron Scheming, Get to the Airfield, Extinguish the Fires, Rallying the Defenders. None of those. Striking Back, Scrimmax Demise, Demanding Answers, Seize the Ambassador. That whole chain is gone. After this, there's no other chain. It will be Honor Students. Honor Students is its own series. That we will come back and check. So we will do these two quests. And I think it's funny that that one is tagged as a... And the good thing is we can fly to Karanos after this. Okay. Nice. Sniped him. Cool. Couple Troggs, and we have to go into the caves too to save those dudes. Oh man, we group looted that from far away. Okay. I believe we need to go into the cave, right? Because I don't see any trap miners otherwise. Snipe. Are they these guys? Is that just a... Give a rune of return to a trap miner. Look, that one's sleeping. I don't think that that's a trap miner. I think that's a dead miner. Okay. Nice, we're just sniping these guys. Okay, so those are crystals of ice. I don't think they're trapped either. There, I can see one. There's one right there. Okay, so like if we look at this guy. There you go, buddy. You can teleport out of here now. Oh, no. So I guess now a big change is you do not want to be in melee range at all. Okay, you get your little butt out of here. Sure.
What's on your mind?
Oh, now it's activating right on the screen. Before it wasn't doing that. Okay, so we have all the mud thumpers that we need. We still need these guys, right? Ow. Yeah, these bone snappers. Still need one more bone snapper. And one more... Well, that's our last one. Dead. Alright, so we got these two quests done. Then we're going to fly back to Karanos and see if we can do the little student thing. Because we have just a couple remaining quests that are worthwhile. Or that are potentially available. Then we will check Ironforge. Love it. I mean, and at this low level, this is good. This is valuable XP we're getting over here. And we're going to turn in these 2 quests and hit level 4. What did I think I wanted to do? Yeah. Alright, so this is gonna be... Where'd he go? Where's our dude? Oh, this guy. Those blasted Troggs.
How are ya?
Well, that makes me feel a little better, but I won't be happy until they're all dead. All of them.
Safe travels.
Okay. So nice to be able to add one onto the actual log. Those blasted Troggs. And the yearly repeatable quest, for whatever reason, glitched and still repeatable yearly. The public servant.
What can I do for ya?
See, if you notice here, it's tagged as having a blue thing. It gets flagged. Yeah, it has a note. It gets flagged as not completed on a yearly basis. It's unintentionally repeatable. That's funny.
What a relief. I'm glad to see that you're able to save so many money.
I like that they didn't take this busted broken quest out of the game.
I'll make sure that their families are notified immediately. The Senate will know of your role in winning back the miners.
And even though it's changed, even though they changed the quest, they didn't fix that. Ridiculous. Alright, I can get new pants, which is actually a nice pants upgrade. We'll take that. Well, I thought I chose the pants, bro.
See you soon. Off with you.
What the heck? I thought I did choose a reward.
Hi.
There we go.
See you
Sometimes
soon.
when I minimize, it doesn't let me really... It starts messing with the way my screen interacts. So we got some new pants for the girl. And we're now level 4, which we gained Disengage. Just a nice leap backward. Actually, kind of cool. It's kind of a nice... Actually, that's more of a movement skill. If you click it. So it's kind of nice for... It's actually way better... That's called the public servant. It's way better than... what it used to be, which was just, I think, like a threat reduction. Alright, so now we're going to go fly back to Karanos.
Talk to me. What?
Because we're looking for the quest Honor Students. This is, oh, I see. This is the Honor Students, Ride to Ironforge, Gryth Thurden, Return to Grimlock. Honor Students, right? Yeah, this is the final 4. This is our Ironforge and back quests. So these are the final 4. I bet you they really do exist still. And now we can actually look at the Ironforge quests, see what kind of quests, if any, there are available. There are a handful still available. So a little slime goes a long way, seems to still be available if you are level 15. Gnome Improvement is if you get the ring and bring it back from Gnomeregan. Reclaimer's Business in Desolus wants you to go to Desolus. And then a little slime goes a long way will be taking us to 2 spots we need to be 15. So Fing Bingles is actually the only one. However, we are not level 5. We're only level 4. So we can't even do Fing Bingles. So all of those will be... So Ironforge quests, we're going to have to do in the future. They're not ready for us yet. This is picked up from Gremlock Pilsner. See, by the flight path or something. See inside. Yeah, he's in there. So I don't think even if we do this back and forth. Now, if we do this back and forth and we can get Fing Bingles, awesome. We'll add this on there. Look, that's a bandage trainer. That's cool.
What's on your mind?
Oh, will you buy my pants off me? Okay, so Grimlock Pilsner, he's back here. Yeah, there we go. He's cooking trainer. Train me? No, because I'm not level 5. Honor students. What does it say?
See you soon.
I can teach how to cook.
Watch your back.
I see a lot of young dwarfs at my door eager to learn the trade of cooking, and if there's one thing a cook needs more than anything, it's a cleaver. I have a list of students who scored high in their lessons and earned an honorary cleaver. Take my list to Golnir, Bouldertoe, and Ironforge. He'll get the cleavers ready. The fastest way to Ironforge is on a griffin, so bring this list to our griffin master, Brolin Galebeard, and speak with him about transport to Ironforge. Love it. Will do. Gonna get ourselves a few silver. Look, if that really does give me that big chunk, we might gain to level 5 in this time. Actually, we might be so close when we get back here that I can kill like 2 boars, hit level 5, and we can at least do Fing Bingles.
Off with you.
Have you had your fill of Caranos so soon? Are you ready to leave for another city?
Very good.
You have to get this to Ironforge, eh? For a small fee, I can put you on the back of one of my griffins and it'll take you there. How does that sound?
Watch your back.
Great. Alright, so Honor Students is now done. Which is actually good because this character will do Lochmadon next. Ride to Ironforge.
For just a few coins, one of my griffins will take you to Ironforge. From there, deliver Gremlock's list to Golnir Bouldertoe. You'll find him in the Deep Mountain Mining Guild. That's in the Great Forge district of Ironforge, which is right where my griffin will drop you off. Speak to me again when you're ready for the journey.
Very good.
Here they are. Ready?
Off with you.
Yeah, so of the a little slime goes a long way set. This one, I like that it's still available. This wants us to go where? Fellwood. No. Oh, these are Ungoro. So Ungoro and Fellwood are our 2 options when we're doing those zones. Actually, we don't even need to be able to do those zones. We just have to be level 15. So when we hit level 15, we will travel the world. I'm sure I already have the flight paths. And just knock those quests out. And when I get ready to do Nomergon, we'll go knock out that other one too. What level do we have to be for that? Just level 10. Open up Nomergon. But we're going to do our dungeons in whatever order too, so not quite ready for that yet. Like the first dungeon is Razorfen, no, Ragefire. Is that Ragefire has no remaining things, so we're not going to be doing Ragefire anytime soon.
Great to meet you.
If you ask me, there's no greater profession than a miner. And if you ask me, there's no greater miner than a dwarf.
Keep your feet on the ground.
What can I do for you, my lady?
Oh, we can read this letter. Gremlock's list. Below is the list of students who obtained a Platinum Star grade at Gremlock School of Caterers, earning them an honorary chef's cleaver. Melia Stoneshaker, Barden Ironband, Umi Togglevolt, Rumi Togglevolt, Voral Steelspire.
What can I get for you today? Keep your feet on
Ah,
the
the
ground.
latest list of Gremlock's best pupils. I have a batch of honorary cleavers ready to go. I just need to engrave the names of the students.
Safe travel.
Cool. So we have done Ride to Ironforge. Perfect. Ride to Ironforge. Forgot to capitalize Ironforge, of course. Great. And then Gryth Thurden.
Here are the honorary cleavers for Gremlock students. If you've already been to Caranos, then you can fly a griffin back there. Take the cleavers to our griffin master, Gryth Thurden, and speak with him about the ride back to Caranos.
Perfect. we'll do. I think we're in good standing to hit level 5 when we land. And then we can learn our professions. And turn right back around and come pick up Fing Bingles, which we will do to finish off this playthrough today. Here we have these cleavers right here, the honorary cleavers.
You look like you have somewhere to go. Need one of me griffins.
Be good.
You have to get this to Caranos, eh? That won't be a problem. As long as you've already been to Caranos and spoken to Brolin Galebeard, then you can take one of my griffins back to him.
Keep your feet
The
on the
Gryth Thurden. Great. So they've kept these little breadcrumbs in line. Return to Grimlock.
For a small fee, you can buy a griffin ride to Caranos as long as you've already been there. Griffins will only fly you to places you've already been, so be sure to speak with every griffin master you see so you can fly to him later. You've already been to Brolin, the griffin master of Caranos, so now you can return to him. And once in Caranos, you can deliver the cleavers to Grimlock Pilsner. Speak with me when you're ready to go.
What's on your mind?
Alright, back to Caranos.
Say,
Alright, so the other quests, for instance, we'll kind of have to sort of set these out. We're going to do the dungeons in the same way that they were available before. I could get rid of that. But yeah, looking at these other Ironforge quests, they were... Here they are. So at 10, we would have an ability to go to Deslisk, but I will... And that's fine. We could just go to Deslisk. And at 10, whenever we're ready for Nomragon, there will be the ability to go do that quest. But we need to actually go to Nomragon and quest around in there. And then the little slime goes a long way. We can just do those at 15. So those quests will be doable soon. And yeah, it's going to be a little annoying, but we're going to explore how to get some of these areas. All right.
you got my attention.
Return to Grimlock.
Watch your back.
Oh, Gleesingwary, have you returned from Ironforge?
See you soon.
You brought the cleavers, great. I'll get these to my students. I'm sure they're eager to use them on the fresh boar meat. Thank you for your help, Gleesingwary. I'm in your debt. I hope this money will at least cover your travel
Safe
costs.
travel.
Heck yeah. And at level 5. Perfect. I've now learned Beast Lore. Gathers... Okay, so now we need some other things right here. So, for LVY... Action bars, player bars, we need to go to 6. Add that on there. Okay, so we've gained Beast Lore. Look at all this junk right here. So Beast Lore will allow us to gain information about a beast, displaying its diet, abilities, spec, whether it's tameable, if it's considered exotic. We gain the Tame Beast ability. You lose the beast's attention, so this now we can get a pet. Awesome. We have to be targeting them. Okay, we can now revive a pet, returning it to life with 100% life. Love that. Okay, I'm going to add that to the bottom for my healing, as well as mend pet. So I can now both mend and revive my pet. We can now feed the pet, instantly restoring its health, not usable in combat. So if I eat, my pet can eat. And we can dismiss the pet if I want to be able to send my pet away. And we've gained Call Pet 1 and Aspect of the Cheetah. So we have to... There were so many, it filled my bar up. So, Call Pet 1. That's part of the pet utility. Oh, actually, you know what? Get rid of all of these. Because you can just click this, and then it opens up all that stuff. That's pet utility. So get rid of those. Pet utility gives you mend pet, feed pet, revive. So actually, yeah, get rid of all of those. And actually, I am going to keep it over there. I don't care. It gives you all of the different things. I just don't have call pet. Because that one will call the active pet to my side, which I don't have an active pet. So, cool. And then aspect of the cheetah. That's another movement speed one. 90% for 3 seconds, and then 30%. And it has a 3-minute cooldown. So instead of just running fast all the time, it is now a little speed burst. So a little different than it was before. But most importantly, we can mend a pet. So if we look at Warcraft Best Beastmaster Hunter pets for the War Within. There are 3 types: ferocity, tenacity, and cunning. The best pet type for raiding is always tenacity. What about Mythic Plus? It's usually going to be Spirit Beast, Akiri, or Stonehound. So we want... Ferocity can help with damage. Okay, so it doesn't really... Cleft Hoof, they say, are good for solo content. Four Hounds people love. I don't know. The Akiri, I guess, are good. So Akiri, Spirit Beast, Stonehounds. In the meantime, I guess it doesn't really matter. Undead Raptors are good. Water Striders, because they can let me walk on water. That's cool. And these two give you a updrift. That's pretty neat. So you need to do, in order to get some of these, you need to do some special quests. That's cool. Alright, so... what is a Spirit Beast? It is a tenacity pet. Spirit Beast is tenacity. Akiri is the cunning. And Stonehound is tenacity. Oh, that thing's cool looking. It's like a Nissa Pandaria. Alright, so we want Spirit Beast, Akiri, or Stonehound in that order. With ferocity. Now, it does say with solo content, just as whatever you feel like doing. But Akiri are also... Core Hounds and Akiri seem to have a pretty good... And then when you're raiding Spirit Beasts, they just love Spirit Beast and Akiri. Either way, it says we want a tenacity, usually. So we're not going to be able to find the spirit. But let's go hunt. Let's go find a pet. I mean, we can go Iconic Bear if we want. Well, I guess we're going to have to find one, but... let's just find a pet to get us started so we at least have a pet. So we could easily go grab a boar and then just go from there. Okay, so I think that's probably the best just to get started. If we look at the beast lore... Alright, so what does it tell me about the... It is cunning pet, and it's tameable. So, whatever. We will, just so that we can have a pet, just go ahead and grab this boar. Okay. So now we have a pet. What can we do with the pet? Anything to the side. They can attack, follow, they can move, they will assist me. They won't attack unless they're ordered to do so. I kind of like that, but assisting me is also not necessarily bad. Definitely not defensive. Alright, so for now I'll keep it on assist. And since we are now level 5... Oh, and that gives me the pathfinding trait here. Is that it's... so if I open up here... Yeah, no, my pet. My pet has pathfinding because he's cunning. So that gives me extra speed. Cool. Not really a lot of other things other than their commands are. Alright, now that we're level 5, we can learn some jobs. So we can go back and learn cooking. I want to get to level 10 cooking really quick.
What can I do for you?
Yep. No, spice bread. The spice bread is probably the easiest. Add cooking to my... Wait, what was cooking? K? Yeah, so we'll add cooking. We can make roast boar meat. Cool. And we need herb-baked eggs. No, we need spice bread from simple flour and mild spices. We just need enough to get us to 10. So we have to go to the trade guy. And then we also need that person to learn our other stuff. The fishing trainer is somewhere hidden out and about. I don't care that much about it. I'm not even going to invest in her as much as I did in Leekon. Look, there's a tradesman right there.
What can I get for you today?
Well, we're going to buy those two. I'm going to want this skinning knife. It's 1 silver. Because she's going to become a leather worker. That's fine. There you go.
Get her back.
Okay, so we're going to do skinning. Skinning allows you to remove and prepare the hides from slain creatures. This can be sold at the auction house or used to support the leatherworking profession. Skilled skinners also become masters of anatomy, increasing their chances to critically hit a target. You'll need a skinning knife in order to skin creatures, and these can be purchased from trade or leatherworking vendors. Trading me in skinning. Yep. Perfect.
Off and away.
Okay, and then we are going to put... I don't really need a skinning journal at all times. But... the reason why I want that up is... because I would like to put my skinning knife right there. So now I can do skinning. And then... nope, not gathering. Production. We're going to do leatherworking. Leatherworking allows you to fashion armor, cloaks, armor reinforcing kits, and other similar items from leather hides and scales. Other materials required for leatherworking can be purchased at trade and leatherworking vendors. Leatherworking pairs well with skinning as it allows you to gather your own raw materials. Other necessary items such as threads and dyes can be purchased from trade or leatherworking vendors. Highly skilled leatherworkers can also reinforce bracers and leg armor. So there you go. We're going to learn leatherworking. We'll learn these stupid relics of the past. So that's it. That's all we need for now. And we will add leatherworking as another profession. Now we're going to go back inside, cook this bread up so I can get this recipe out of my inventory. Sell that meat too. I don't really care about feeding it to my pet. Okay, we're going to make this 10. I just needed 10 to get us up to the appropriate level. Okay, we still need fishing and archaeology, but those we can learn when we go back to Ironforge right now. So we're fine. We have a pet. I did not name my pet. Because I don't know that we're going to keep him very long, but sure. Let's rename him. We'll call him Tocino. which is bacon in Spanish. Alright, so now we have 10 cooking. Actually, we can go back and we can... Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Now I can make beer-basted boar ribs, too. Yeah, let's make one of those. Get one more of those. Perfect. You don't need to buy the beer anymore. How friendly of them.
No.
Alright, browse the goods, and let's sell off that and that. Perfect.
See you soon.
Okay, now we're going to fly back to Ironforge, and in Ironforge we're going to learn fishing, we're going to learn archaeology, we're going to set our Hearthstone, and we're going to pick up that quest to find Bingles, and then we're going to fly to Loch Modan, and in Loch Modan, so we need this Find Bingles quest. Does it have a prerequisite? No, it's a breadcrumb quest. Oh. Oh, okay. So his location is moved. He is no longer chilling on the side of Loch Modan. He's now moved to the lodge. Alright, so we need a couple things here. We want the inn. I think is up. You know what? We need that job. I know fishing is up here. Archaeology, my guess is archaeology is probably... I would guess it's actually in here. If I had to bet money. My little pig running around. Tocino, it's a lazy name, but I don't plan on keeping him. There you go, archaeology trader. Okay, apprentice, journeyman, expert, artisan, master, grandmaster, illustrious grandmaster, zen master, Draenor. Spent a lot of gold, but now we can do archaeology on that character. Okay, cool. I think this is also where you buy your heirlooms. Yeah. Cool. I actually didn't do this on my other character, but we now have... It allows you to look at these fragments, which is cool, but now we can survey. So, go ahead and... Tab. Survey. Actually, we'll move this. Dang it. Wait, oh man. Because I'm going to save that spot for fishing. But I just messed up my hunter pet utility. I want pet utility. There's feeding pet and me. Pet utility. Oh, and call pet doesn't matter. There we go. Actually, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to switch those two around. Because the feeding is out of combat. Alright, let's get the fishing. If it's like classic, fishing trainer is going to be at this pool right here. Then we'll go run down and get this quest. And then the only thing I need to do is find the inn. Real quick. Just any inn is fine. Yeah, there you go, fishing trainer.
How are ya?
And I'm not even going to buy a fishing pole. I will train myself in all the different kinds of fishing that I can start with, though. I guess I can't do Shadowlands fishing, but... Alright, so we spent a couple silver learning all that stuff. I think the... I'm not sure where the inn is, but we can now fish... Oh, let's add that to our toolkit too, so we can now... We now have all the jobs. So she's equipped. She'll be able to, going forward, do jobs for us. We might have to grind some things out or whatever. She will eventually need to be a level 300 Skinner because of that. We will need a level 300 Skinner on Horde and Alliance. Because of that one quest. Alright, here is this guy, Fing Bingles. Let's go for it, buddy.
Nice to meet you.
We've lost contact with Bingles. He was sent on a reconnaissance mission over Moragh and hasn't reported back in over a week. I know he's gone and blown himself up. He was last seen flying over the lock. Perhaps you can investigate. Leasing wary. Cool. That is our only currently completable Ironforge quest. Is there an inn right here? Where can I find an inn?
How are you? Keep your feet on the ground.
There we go. It's on the other side. I'm going to use my speed boost to run. Oh, my passive piggy is not... That must only be outside. Cool. Oh, why did I move this way? Oh, it must have got pushed over with all that other junk. Auctioneer. Oh look, the Dark Moon Fair. Now that it's Sunday, that quest is open. So good to know. When we do that, it's not available before Dark Moon Fair. You have to wait until Dark Moon Fair opens up. Then that person will give you a quest. So good to know. We have found that quest and it is available. Here's our tavern. I just want to set my Hearthstone to Ironforge.
How are ya?
That was my whole purpose for that. Now we gotta go get on a flight path. Fly to Loch Modan. So there is a new flight path over on that side of Loch Modan. So we should maybe be able to just fly over there. A lot of quests might be changed for that. Alright, so we have basically done half of the starting zones now. It's pretty good progress. Like I said, we'll do Mulgore next time. Don't know how long that will take. Before we finish with Teldrassil. Teldrassil is a full... That's another one like Elwyn where they didn't change almost anything. So we'll be able to spend a lot of time in Elwyn. In Teldrassil. And then Tristful Glades, I don't know. We're going to check this stuff on the flight right now. So let's see. I think it's cool looking too. It's like a wolf. Like a wolf bird.
No.
Alright, so we're going over to Farstrider Lodge. Alright, meanwhile, so this is Fing Bingles. This is going to be Ironforge, so we'll open this up. Even though we can't do all of the Ironforge quests right now. Alright, so looking over at Mulgore, you can see there's a handful. Red Cloud Mesa or whatever it's called that gets you started. I don't think there's any. Yeah, there's none. Okay, then you pop over and you look at Teldrassil. And what is that beginning part of Teldrassil called? This thing. Shadow Glen. I don't think Shadow Glen... Yeah, Shadow Glen doesn't have anything. But Teldrassil has a ton. Plus we have our alchemy quest that we can do over there. So Teldrassil, if you can see, look, that's more than Elwyn. So we will, when we start our Night Elf, we'll have a ton of available activities there. What about Darnassus? Are there any Darnassus quests? No. And there's only one Darkshore quest. So interesting. So we'll have a ton to level up as a Night Elf at first, and then it will quickly die out. Then looking over at, I know Northern Barrens, that one has a lot. Southern Barrens I don't think existed before, so almost all of the quests for Barrens are considered Northern Barrens now. If you look at Tristful Glades, there are very few. There are 4 quests, and it's just the go to Undercity and back. So our Tristful Glades person is going to be kind of screwed, and there are no Undercity quests. So almost every single thing changed about that. And what's the starting zone in Undercity called? Flies a little slower out here. Death Knell. I don't think there's a Death Knell available. Yeah, none. So, next time we'll do Mulgore, which is going to be medium. And probably start Teldrassil. But then we're going to have next to nothing to do in Tristful. So the Horde really changed a lot. Hey, there's Bingle.
Hey,
Bingle's Blastenheimer. The battle for Nomergon draws near.
off and away.
So, Norn doesn't trust my reconnaissance abilities. I wonder why. Never mind that, I need your assistance. Nay, the movement needs your assistance. Okay, cool. So, we got her to level 5, so she didn't have quite as much to do as Elwyn. But we've made some really great strides. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching, listening, for tuning in. I had a great time. And I will see you guys on this in a few days. Tomorrow, we're going to start our once weekly classic stuff. So we're going to take another shot at Dire Maul West for the final, hopefully, time tomorrow. And then Tuesday, we'll be doing our next Final Fantasy installment. So we're just going to be doing these 5 days a week for now until I catch the lore up, and then I'll add in shorts of this going forward. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you guys on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft. This one's in the pipe. 5x5.